Hello, YouTube! Kagemaru here, back in Back to the Future, and I just noticed that sign says JP Penny. That's weird. Anyway, here we are, episode 5, first part, but it's the last episode, so getting a little poignant here, but I'm gonna push on through. Gonna finish this up, and then probably never play this again, because I don't know that there's a lot of replayability to it, you know? It's not like some other Telltale games you don't have... It's not like some other Telltale games you don't have a lot of different choices you can do. It's pretty linear, you know? So... I don't think it really lends itself much to replayability. Although I do love the story, man. It's just awesome, but... There we go. Episode 5, Out of Time. Oh, even the music's getting poignant. Doc's lab here.
Hello?
Marty! You're awake! Good!
Doc! Emmett, where are you?
He has a speakerphone.
Down at the expo. I snuck out early to avoid my pop. If he knew I was about to make a publicly scientific spectacle of myself, he'd hit the roof.
Why didn't you wake me up?
I tried to give you a nudge before I left, but you were practically comatose. How long has it been since you slept?
Aside from being knocked unconscious, I'm not really sure.
Anyway, I left you back at the lab to perform an important mission. On the table next to my office, there's a device plugged into the wall.
I think I see it.
Is it glowing?
Yeah. Is that good?
Good? It's fantastic! Glowing means my static accumulator is charged up and ready for action. Bring it down to the high school and we'll... Damn!
What?
It's Edna!
But...
Doc?
Okay, Emmett. One static accumulator coming up.
Get right into it. Swag. I'm never a fan of those things. But I don't know anyone who is.
Jeez,
so.
Doc. Watch out. You almost ran me over.
Sorry about that, Martin. This vehicle is sometimes difficult to control.
Yeah. Hey, are you okay? After that argument about Emmett last night...
I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
So, how are the time circuits?
Still broken. I've got a few ideas, but I'm occupied with other problems today. So is that what I'm destined to build for the expo?
Yeah, it's a static accumulator. Emmett spent all night building it. Turned out he didn't really need to see Frankenstein after all. He just needed a little push. And some lightning.
Fascinating. I also had an epiphany last night.
Doc?
I realized that it wasn't Edna that made my life miserable.
Doc!
It was science.
You can't give up science. You love science.
Correction. My younger self loves science. But if Emmett doesn't go through with a demonstration at the expo, his dreams of being a scientist will dim just enough for Edna to step back into his life and steer him down another path.
Another path? What other path?
I don't know. Architecture, automobile repair, taxidermy. Maybe I'll even pursue a life in law like my father always wanted. As long as Emmett steers clear of science, Edna and I will be free to be happy together.
You can't want Emmett back with Edna. She used you to turn Hill Valley into a police state.
She used my science to turn Hill Valley into a police state. But if I don't become a scientist, she'll never get the chance to vent her crazier ambitions.
Doc, I'm begging you. You haven't thought this through.
Haven't I? I guess we'll both find out. One thing's for sure, Emmett Brown's life will be a whole lot less complicated without a time machine in it.
No! Ah! What the hell? Where'd it go?
Gotta find it.
Oh, come on.
Oh, God.
Here, little static thingy. I can't reach it. Gotcha!
Yeah, not entirely gonna miss the other Doc, you know. Like under the sea.
The future is coming today. There's a shiny new tomorrow on the way. A day of invention is at hand. It's a mystic, futuristic wonderland. Just around the bend, my friend, you'll see a dream or two. If you care to dream and dare to dream, your dreams can all come true. There's
Not a bad little number.
wondrous wonder on display. Because the future is coming today.
Not bad, eh? Not bad at all, but I thought you fired her. I found a loophole. What kind of loophole?
Just a loophole. You're not the only one who's allowed to have secrets, you know.
All right.
Say, don't you have to get that whatchamacallit to Emmett Brown's booth?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right.
Because the future is coming. It's almost here now. The future is coming. It's getting clear now. The future is coming today.
Oh dear, what's she up to now?
I think that's supposed to be a clock.
How exactly?
Enlightenment awaits you.
Insert ticket to enter.
You are going to need a ticket. Enlightenment awaits you under the sea.
Okay.
Excuse me, Mr.
Duto, Jacques Duto, at your service.
Really?
Could I get a ride in that bathysphere?
Certainement, if you've got a ticket.
Jacques Duteau, famous diver. So you're some kind of celebrity?
I do not like to brag, but I have a small following, yes.
Jacques Duteau.
I guess people are always bugging you for autographs, huh? Asking you to tell them stories about your adventures and stuff.
It gets a bit old, but I can always retreat to the depths. The fish are much less demanding.
See you around.
Oh yes, the theremin. Hands up everyone, anyone who knew the theremin was the instrument used for the original Star Trek theme.
How about an algae cake?
Sure thing, mister.
Wait a minute. You're the guy that makes the algae cakes? What? I thought you couldn't stand them.
Hey! You're the guy that tried to pick up on my Eunice!
Oh, for the love of...
No algae cakes for you, Buster.
Yeah, I tried to pick up any other units. Do I still have those algae cakes anyway? Nope. Don't know why I had them in the first place. I must have missed something. I might go back and check it out.
Insert ticket.
Okay. Apparently I'm gonna need a lot of tickets. So what we got here? Looking around, I wanna talk to Harvey.
Hey, Artie.
What do you think? Quite a setup, huh?
The expo? Sure, but I was wondering. Come on, you can tell me. How did you manage to get Trixie her job back? I thought her being Canadian was a deal breaker.
If something's really important to you, you find a way. You ought to know that.
Yeah.
You haven't seen Emmett Brown, have you?
Isn't he at his booth? It's the tall one over there.
See you around.
A bit ramshackle. Okay, let's see if I can get around here without being...
And here he comes, right
There.
on cue. No doubt he'll try to talk you out of it, Detective, but you mustn't let your resolution waver.
Hello, Corleone.
What's going on here?
Well, Miss Strickland here seems to think,
You should step aside and let the officer do his duty. Now.
Wait a minute, that's Emmett's levitator up there.
Oh, don't be so modest. I'd say you deserve at least half the credit. It was you who tricked poor Emmett into breaking up with me. It was you who manipulated him into dropping my project in favor of this clear hazard to public safety.
The electrokinetic levitator was Emmett's idea. I just helped. What's your point?
Oh, I think you know exactly what my point is. Emmett's invention isn't going to work, is it? At least not the way poor Emmett thinks it is.
how do you know this?
I had a very interesting chat with Carl Sagan last night. I found out who Michael Corleone really is, and where he comes from.
Is there something you want to tell me, Michael?
Why don't you call him by his real name? Yakov Smirnov.
Thanks a lot, Doc.
An anarchist! A foreign agitator bent on sowing chaos and destruction in the Hill Valley Expo!
Annie, you don't believe any of this bullshit, do you?
Sorry, Yakov, but I really don't have a choice.
Very good. And now, arrest this subversive.
You do. Nah, listen to the
Come
crazy
here.
lady.
Look, here's the thing. I happen to believe this dame's got a screw loose, but she's been getting some clout in town ever since that business with Kid Tannen.
But Emmett's gotta fly that electrokinetic levitator at this demo. His whole future depends on it.
And my future depends on making sure he doesn't. The chief reads her column religiously. Well, if I don't do what she says, she's gonna start a campaign to have certain tainted officers removed from the force.
Isn't there anything I can do?
Not unless you've got some dirt on Edna. Something that'll discredit her in the eyes of the law. Well,
I'll dig something up.
you do that. In the meantime, you and young Mr. Brown better... where is he anyway?
Wait, you haven't seen him?
Emmett? Has this foreign radical done something to my Emmett?
Maybe you should find him.
Oh, you're letting him go? This radical subversive? Just like that?
Okay, so I gotta find Emmett. And do something about Edna.
Yeah. Do I then want them together? That cue ball, where'd he go? Cue ball! Cue ball!
Algae cakes taste so good you'd swear they was bad for.
Emmett's static accumulator. I gotta get this to Emmett, but first, I gotta get Emmett.
It's not going right now. Is that a problem? Or is it just an inventory thing?
Bedlam at Brown divorce hearing. Wife takes potshot at estranged hubby, famed industrialist Emmett Brown. I don't believe it. He's still fated to marry her.
You're still getting divorced. Yeah.
I still can't tell what time it is, but I know it's getting late.
Yeah, seriously, how does that work? Oh, left trigger works for that too.
Mr. Duteau?
Oui?
I'm looking for a friend of mine, Emmett Brown. Tall young guy, reddish-brown hair.
A distracted look?
That's him. Any idea where he went?
He just passed by here with an older gentleman. I think they were headed into the House of Glass.
Great, thanks. Hi, Trixie.
That's Techni to you, kiddo.
Right. Congratulations on getting the old job back.
Thanks. Justice triumphs in the end, you know? Now what can I do you for?
Edna Strickland is trying to get Emmett's booth shut down.
That dame don't know how to mind her own business, does she?
Nope.
Look, Emmett's demonstration has hit a snag or two. Can you delay his act for a while? Let someone else go before him?
Sorry, I don't set the roster, and they won't let me change it. I can drag my feet a little, but if your friend's not ready to go on pretty soon, we might have to skip his act. I mean, demonstration.
But you can't.
Hey, it's just a science demo. It ain't a matter of life and death.
Kinda is.
Artie told me how you managed to get your old job back.
He did? But it was supposed to be a secret.
There's no secrets between us. He couldn't resist telling such a good story.
Yeah?
Still, I'd like to hear it again, from your point of view.
He didn't tell you anything.
Look, Trixie, I found Emmett. He's in the glass house with Doc, Carl Sagan.
Oh, good. That's nice.
We've got to get him out of there.
Aren't you being a little dramatic? It's an exhibit, not a prison.
So, which exhibits do you recommend?
The most popular attractions are the glass house, the future furnishings, and of course, enlightenment under the sea. You know who that is under the diving helmet? That's Jacques Duteau himself. Of course, you need to get tickets if you want to see the main attractions.
How much are tickets?
Aw, put your money away. Here, you're kind of like family now, you know?
Thanks. Thanks.
Happy to help.
Okay, so should I go right for the House of Glass? I'm gonna look around a little bit more. Stop it! Controls are still a little
Welcome
wonky.
to the phone booth of the future, made with Atlas glass. Atlas, unbreakable and soundproof.
While I do this.
Our phone is hands-free, so you can enjoy a sandwich or a cigarette while chatting with friends in perfect privacy. Would you like to place a call?
Yes, I'd like to talk to...
Unfortunately, this phone booth only accepts incoming calls.
L4253.
I'm glad Trixie got her old job back. I wonder how she managed it. Are you ready for a picture radio? Wonder if that's anything like MTV. A potted plant? What's this got to do with law enforcement? A potted plant? What's this got to do with law enforcement? It's a bug.
No, a plant. But it's got a wire recorder hidden inside, see? If we could have got one of these into Tannen's speakeasy, and if he's the kind of guy who talks to plants, we could have busted him a lot earlier.
Well, I kind of talk to other people if you have...
Act casual. He's coming back.
The electro pacifier.
Amazing, isn't it? They say one day we'll be able to stun fleeing criminals by shocking them at a distance.
Does it work?
Nah, it's just a model.
The amazing inebriomatic.
Well, from what the boys in the lab tell me, someday we'll be able to tell whether people have been drinking just by breathing into a machine like this. Try it out.
I don't think so.
Oh, now, where were we?
Ruining Emmett's life is where you are.
I've got to get Emmett out of that glass house.
Okay, we're heading on in.
Hey, Emmett, come out of there. Don't listen to him. Perfect.
Welcome to the Atlas House of Glass, the future of domestic life.
Okay, Emmett, let's get you out of here. Emmett! Emmett, don't listen to him. He's crazy.
I'm still not sure about this business proposal, Mr. Sagan.
Let me explain it again.
Atlas Glass, unbreakable and soundproof.
Soundproof glass. Great.
Our living space can be configured to meet the needs of any family. Need a private study?
Inside thing there
Simply
somewhere at the
slide the
Atlas.
walls in, or slide them out again to create a spacious banquet hall.
I'm only giving this to Emmett.
Okay, it seems to be stuck. Ah, there. Okay, got it unstuck. Do this one, maybe? No, here. So name this one.
Something's blocking it.
What's blocking it? I don't understand. Okay. Really, Emmett? Let yourself get chloroformed like that? This is the red. Okay, that's interesting.
Emmett?
I didn't expect that.
Where did you take him now, Doc?
Greetings again, mortals! This is Techne, Muse of Progress. Hoping you're all having a swell time taking in all the exhibits. Don't forget, you can purchase tickets to our main attractions right here at the information booth.
Oh boy.
This plant doesn't belong here. There's nothing futuristic about it.
In the house of the future, fresh fruit baskets will be replenished daily by fleets of fruit-bearing helicopters.
It's like the McFly house.
Ah, it's wax.
It's like in the McFly kitchen from Back to the Future 2.
In the house of the future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Yep.
Hey!
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Klondike 4253.
Hill Valley Expo, where the future is coming today. This is Techne, Muse of Progress. To whom am I speaking?
Okay, I checked that out first.
Hi, Trixie. It's me, Michael.
Oh, hi. What can I do for you?
Oh, nothing. I was just checking out this snazzy phone.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Conversation terminated.
In the mood for fun, the house of the future comes equipped with a modern home entertainment center.
Chinese checkers and everything. Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for a tall, thin, older gentleman. He might have been with a tall, thin, younger gentleman.
I know just who you're talking about. Hey, just left, not a minute ago. If you hurry, you might catch them.
Really?
Take off your helmet.
I prefer to leave it on. The inland air is difficult on my sinuses.
I know you're in there, Doc.
Doc? Yes, I am a doctor of marine biology, but I fail to understand what you're...
Quit fooling around, Doc. What have you done with
Stop! Help! I'm being attacked!
Michael! What are you doing? You can't assault the exhibitors!
You don't understand. He's kidnapped Emmett.
The boy's obviously confusing.
I'll say he is.
You want us to toss him out on his ear?
That won't be necessary. Do you know who that is? That's Jacques Duteau of the Oceanic Institute.
No, it's not. It's...
Please, keep it down. The Expo went through a lot of trouble and expense to secure Professor Duteau. We can't afford to antagonize him. But if you've got a complaint against him, we can straighten it out after the show. But if you make another scene like that, I'm afraid I'm going to have you expelled from the hall.
Professor Duteau, huh?
At your service.
What have you done with the real Professor Dutot?
I'm not sure I like your insinuations.
I'm not sure I like you kidnapping Emmett.
Perhaps I should call the authorities and have you removed from the hall.
You're a cold-blooded guy, Dutot.
C'est la vie.
Where'd you stash Emmett? In the diving bell?
It's called a bathysphere.
Aha! So Emmett is in the bathysphere.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think I'm gonna take a closer look at that bathysphere.
Not without a ticket, I'm afraid, sir.
Hey! Is this guy trying to bum a free ride?
No.
See that you don't. Feels good to be on the right side of the law.
See, he got his teeth fixed.
You're not gonna get away with this, you know.
As they say in my country, que sera, sera.
Next up on our roster, a man who saw the possibilities in pond scum. Welcome, Ernest Philpott!
Thanks, Trixie. I'm truly honored to be here today.
Here's my ticket. I want to see inside that bathysphere.
I don't think so.
What do you mean? I've got a ticket. You have to honor my ticket.
It's the wrong kind of ticket. Sorry.
Oh, give me a break.
I believe I have unlocked the secrets of this noble vegetable, and I am here to present my discoveries to a disbelieving world. Algae cakes, ladies and gentlemen, is the next wave in the agricultural revolution of the 20th century. Algae is just loaded with healthful
Flowers of the future. Just like a regular potted plant, only fake.
properties, vitamins A through J, along with enough protein to choke a horse.
I think I know what to do with it.
Greetings, forward thinkers of Hill Valley.
Nutrition on account of the less than appetizing nature of the algae herself, but sweetened with corn syrup and held together in solid lumps. The miracle of America. The algae cake presents a package that is chewy to the mouth and bursting with delightful fresh flavor.
Well, speak.
Now, can you please leave me alone to do my job?
In a minute, I'm not quite through yet.
Here in the main hall and sample an algae cake on the house. I thank you.
Emmett's gonna fly his electrokinetic levitator, and he's gonna do it today. You hear that, Doc?
Oh dear.
Thank you, Ernest. Do be sure to drop by his booth and sample an algae cake. I have, and it was very interesting. I will be back later to highlight another of our fine exhibitors. See you soon.
Running out of time. Oh dear.
I think I'm running out of time.
Yep.
Convention special! 2 free algae cakes with every visit!
How about an algae cake?
1 algae cake coming right ahead. Hey, wait a minute. It's you! Forget it, mister.
Experience the wonder of the continuophone. Well, it's already got me wondering how the heck to pronounce it. Detective Parker's secret police recorder. Just like a regular potted plant, but with a recorder inside.
It's not that secret.
Here's something you might find interesting. It shows that your plan to change Emmett's life is a really bad idea.
I fail to see what this novelty newspaper has to do with me.
I ought to just go raise the bathysphere myself.
I don't think so.
Is this punk giving you trouble, Mr. Dutot?
Algae cake!
Hey, Artie. This ticket should get me into any exhibit on the floor, right?
Sure, that's a P ticket.
Well, the guy at the aquarium is refusing to honor it.
There must be some mistake. Come on, let's straighten this out. Professor Duteau, this young man claims you refused to take his ticket.
Not at all. I'm only too happy to take his ticket. Please, climb the ladder, and I will raise the bathysphere. Mon Dieu! What is the matter? The gears, they must have become stuck. I am afraid I cannot raise the bathysphere at this moment.
What a shame.
Yes, it is. Well, I will work on the problem. Perhaps if you come back later. Come down, please. Step back! You're crimping the hose!
What does it matter if there's nobody in the bathysphere?
It's very bad form.
Oh, sorry.
The next exhibitor on our list is Officer Danny Parker of the Hill Valley Police Force. Officer Parker is going to demonstrate a few of the many marvelous tools that our boys in blue will soon have at their disposal. The criminal element has truly met his match today. Officer Parker?
Yeah, I kind of stole one of them.
It seems our next exhibitor is unavoidably detained, but I'm sure his presentation would have been both enlightening and exciting. How about a round of applause just for the heck of it?
It's an old nautical superstition. A crimped horse meat.
Not from here. He's too far away. I'm... Not from here. He's too...
Step off the hose!
Raise the bathysphere, Doc. Hey! Emmett gets no air until you raise the bathysphere.
Emmett? Who?
Emmett, you. I'm just gonna keep holding this air tube closed until you raise the bathysphere.
I wish you wouldn't.
Why not? There's nobody in the bathysphere, right? You ready to drop the act now, Jacques Duteau, a.k.a. Carl Sagan, a.k.a.
No!
You know what happens when the air runs out, to both of you.
I command you uncrimp that hose!
Funny, you'd think it was you who was running out of air, not the guy in the bathysphere.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's as if you two were connected. Can't you see he's messing with us? There's nothing wrong with those gears.
Monsieur Duteau is doing his best to fix the exhibit. Hovering over him like that doesn't help the situation any.
I command you uncrimp that hose!
I demand you let Emmett out of that bathysphere.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just pulling this.
Step. Step.
Hey! Emmett gets no air until you raise the bathysphere. Ooh. I'm just gonna...
I wish you wouldn't.
Why not? There's nobody in the bathysphere, right? You ready to...
No!
Emmett get... Ooh. You know what...
Phew! That's better. Mercy. Step back! You're crimping the hose!
What does it matter?
It's...
Oh.
That's... So sorry for the inconvenience.
So, you get that back.
Hello?
Open up that bathysphere.
I told you, the equipment is jack.
I know exactly what you're hiding,
Is there
and...
a problem here?
No, everything's just great. So, you get that bathysphere working?
Alas, the gears are still flowing.
I think I'll climb the ladder and just hang out until you get it fixed.
Suit yourself. You may be in for a long wait.
I don't know what else I'm supposed to do here.
Step back!
What does it matter?
It's very...
Oh. Hey! Emmett gets nowhere. I'm just gonna...
Are you...
Why not? You ready to...
No!
You know what happened.
That's not... So sorry.
Hey, Jacques. Why don't you tell me who you really are?
Pardon, Sifu's plate. I do not accept flowers from strangers.
Nah. I don't think so. Maybe not. Not sure what... I've got to get Emmett out of there before it's time for his demo. Ow.
Okay, I've been doing that.
I think I'll climb the ladder.
Suit you. Step back!
What is it?
It's very...
Oh.
I just have to wait for it.
Off the holes!
Raise the bathysphere, Doc.
I demand you uncrimp that hose!
I demand you let Emmett out of that bathysphere.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's running out of air, Doc, and you're running out of time. Let him out.
I won't do it. The gears, they have become unstuck.
Okay, just have to wait a while, apparently.
See? It was just a malfunction after all.
Let's get you out of there.
Emmett Brown? Then it was true. Hey, you.
Hey, he just took that guy's wallet. I think he took his wallet.
Oh
God.
Remind me not to become an oceanographer. I guess I must have a touch of claustrophobia. Never should have gone in there.
Well, we've all got problems. Now, you'd better get back to your booth
Funny
before...
thing is, I don't even remember going in there. Last thing I recall, I was in the glass house talking to Carl Sagan. Did you know he's really a scientist?
I'd heard. What did he say to you?
Oh, he had some sort of spur-of-the-moment business proposition. It was all very rush. I never got the details. It would have meant leaving before the expo was over, so I told him... Say, where'd he go? Do you know?
Carl Sagan? He had to leave. One of his experiments blew up on him.
No, I know how that is.
Yep.
What's this?
Oh, yeah. Edna made Detective Parker shut down your booth. He says he can't go against her.
Oh, yeah?
Unless we dig up some dirt that'll discredit her in the eyes of the law. So that's what we'll do.
Okay, it's been a good stretch of time that I think I'm gonna call it here. I was getting a little worried there, 'cause seem to be running out of time to get this done. I don't know if it's an actual timer or it's just goes as I progress, so getting a little worried there, but yeah, gonna save it there. Yep. And yeah, get back to it next week. Continue on. Don't know how long this episode's supposed to be. I'll get 2 or 3 parts out of it, but for now, adios, auf Wiedersehen, aloha, all that good stuff, and until next time, remember not to lock your yourself in the bathysphere unless you're sure no one's gonna step on the air hose. See ya.